Welcome to Intuitive Wisdom Tarot. My name is Jen. I'm going to pull some cards for water signs. We are here to do a weekly forecast and check in with our intuition for messages for the upcoming week. All right. If this reading resonates, hit like, subscribe, and drop your element or signs in the comments. It helps the channel, which I so appreciate, and it helps me know whose energy I'm reading with. All right, let's jump in. We're going to grab an oracle card to start, and we are getting By the Book, number 11. All right. So right away that 11 popped out like manifestation, 1-1, number 11. So we have a line of cute little elephants, an elephant family. They're walking in line, one behind the other, holding trunk and tail. So really doing something by the book. I'm thinking of like family, like I got a photo album in my mind. Don't know why, but maybe it's time to connect with some photos, maybe reminisce about some things, maybe get together with family. All right, let's see what is coming through with our message. Number 11. By the book. Our essential meanings: abiding by social rules, conformity, respecting cultural or family customs, universal laws. The oracle message: the universe works within a structure of divine laws and principles and provides a framework for human experience and evolution. The law of abundance, the law of prayer, the law of karma, the law of attraction, the law of thought, the law of compensation, and the law of nature are only a few that are known. These principles create perfect order and operate with a kind of precision beyond human understanding. Even revolution has its place in universal law. Human beings, in turn, have their own laws and customs that vary from culture to culture and family to family. Laws keep social order and govern behavior, reflecting an instinctive understanding that harmony is important. This is a time to learn these laws and conform to them, rather than being the rebel and flaunting them. When this card appears, submit to structure and follow the rules, even if they seem to make no sense. Release resistance, for universal law will correct any disharmony. Open your eyes to those universal laws, and it will be easier to go by the book at this time. So just popped in my head, if you don't understand universal laws, just do some research and see what's out there, because there very well could be a particular one that you are needing to take a look at. But going by the book is really following order, structure. Okay, orders and structures could really be beneficial, especially for water signs. Water, you are free flowing, and you sometimes, if you do not have parameters as water, you just spill all over the place. So there's a big message coming through that it's to help for you to organize, okay? Because there's something coming through. All right, protection message. Now is the time for a real change in consciousness, as you are incited to revolt. Challenge the structures that are limiting authentic progress. It is not enough to rebel in small ways. This is a call to revolution. Focus on what you really want to achieve, regardless of whether it feels so far outside the box that the established order may reject it. Genius, invention, and transformations are rarely comfortable and less likely to be accepted by the mainstream. It may be time for you to say no to the way of your group. Take a stand and make real changes. It could be that the structure of your inner world is alerting you to the need for a complete overhaul. This is a time for transformation, so let go of that fear of change. Your institution will lead you through the darkness. Your intuition will lead you through the darkness. There is no turning back now. Trust that light will dawn. Epiphanies will surely lead to miracles. So some of you are like, as I was reading that, I got the picture of water in a glass. And there is a need for you to change that environment. So change those parameters. And yeah, maybe there is a group that you have associated with that you've outgrown, okay? And this would be the perfect time for you to try something different. But again, follow those laws. If you are going to change something, think about what the why. So again, when we think about the law of attraction, that has something to do with your vibes. What you're putting out there is important, and that's what you're going to get back. So that's a big message. Like, think about what you're putting out there. All right, let's jump into tarot. Let's see. Our first card today is the Ace of Swords. So this is the energy you're embodying as we move into this next week. The Three of Swords, it's what you are manifesting or calling in. The Ten of Wands, this is what's going to help you get that or call in your manifestation. And then we have the Page of Wands. This is advice from Spirit. All right, so there is some wanting healing. There's a new start. There's a new beginning that you want to invest your time in. All right, so there is a level that it could very well have been a group that you've outgrown, or a group that just no longer fits with you. On the bottom of the deck, we have the Five of Wands. So this is the energy underneath it all. And so this is an energy of change, an energy of competition, of drama, of petty competition. So this is really reminiscence of that group. So there's an energy right now that some of you may have to like revolt and say, hey, I no longer want to be a part of that drama. I no longer want to be a part of the competition, right? I am seeking some other. Now, water, you're very deep feelers, very deep intuition. So that was a big message, like really trust your intuition. So you'll know which side of this you are on. Are you a part of this competition, right? The good thing is these are just kids like knocking some sticks around. It's easy to get out, okay? There's an easy solution to this. Are you one on the outside looking in saying, it's time for me to be the leader, start getting these people to focus on a common goal? Okay, now you set it where it resonates, and you get to decide where you're at. But this is an energy really underneath it all throughout this next week. Now you're coming in with clarity. You're coming in with some raw power. This next week, you have a brand new opportunity, and it is the opportunity of the mind. So some of you very well could be doing some research, okay? This is taking that step and going, the laws, the universal laws, what is that? That like triggered something in your mind, and you're like, ooh, I'm curious about that. So you're actually going in and researching and seeing how that applies. But there is a big message of brand new beginning when it comes to learning, clarity, your truth, what information you're seeking. This is also a communication card. So there could very well be a very big conversation that you are needing to have, maybe to organize some people, Maybe you're a boss and your team that you are running is like there's some petty drama coming through. Maybe you need to do some workshops with your group on conflict resolution, on positive coping, on some of those things. There's a big leadership energy coming through with this, that you are the one water sign that you are the leader. So you are coming in with some clarity and with some direction on what you're wanting to do. And this is a victory card, okay? There's a victory that comes through this. So what you set your mind to is really going to help you this next week. Now we have no pentacle cards and we have no cup cards. So you're really needing to, again, follow your passion. Okay, what is it that you're driven to do? And gain some clarity on it. Maybe that's research. Maybe that's plan. Maybe that's setting in some parameters. Okay, so there's a transformation of needing to happen. So I just got that image of the cup again, where here's your cup. You are shifting into now a square container. So there's different parameters. And maybe you are the one that needs to establish those parameters. Okay. So that's the energy that you're walking into. Now, what you are manifesting is forgiveness. Okay. There are some hurts that you have had. Now, the heart represents, again, our heart. That's where our emotion comes from. But these swords are piercing our hearts. So it's the things that people have said, the things that maybe the conversations you've had, maybe the thoughts you've had about a particular thing, maybe a position or something, but it has left its effects on you emotionally. It's hurt your feelings. And so you're really calling in this clarity. You're really calling in this, because again, there's this confidence level that you're healing some confident wounds. You're healing some wounds that were inflicted by others, but you took them in as fact. And so you're calling in the opportunity to heal these, to pull out these swords. Now, we know, like, if we pull this out, it's going to bleed. So there is an energy of you needing to cry. Okay, you may just need to cry. Go sit in a safe space. Okay, if you have a space like that at home, go cry. If you are one that needs to have somebody there to help you, find a therapist where you have a safe space to go to. This could be group. Maybe you find a group therapy that you're going to go in. And it's about, again, building confidence. It's about maybe leadership. Maybe you're actually grieving because there's a loss. If that's the case, it's really important that you let yourself grieve. You let yourself, these things that have pierced your heart, you give yourself that space to be able to feel. Okay, that's a big important message here. But you are manifesting the opportunity to heal some wounds, to forgive. And maybe even forgive yourself. Maybe you were the one. This could very well be your own self-talk. And you are now becoming aware of it and going, oh, wow, man, that really hurts. Start doing some self-talk. That's more positive. Think about affirmations. Maybe you write them down and you put them in on your mirror. That's because the things that you have said to yourself, as well as the things that others have said to you, you're taking as fact. It's time to clear that. It's time to let that go. Forgive. Forgive yourself for you. Now, what's going to help you get there is the Ten of Wands. You have finished a cycle. Now, this is a cycle. It could very well be in work. Okay, wands could represent your job. It represents your passions. It represents action where you want to put your energy. But along this path, you have picked up a whole bunch of stuff that's not yours. In fact, you're carrying everybody's luggage. You're carrying things that aren't even yours, but you're holding them in as truth, and you need to sort through those wands and you need to let them go. This could be by, again, going and crying, going and writing out those things and crossing them off, writing it out, ripping up that piece of paper and throwing it away. Put down on your paper a line, and on one side is your stuff and on the other side is other people's stuff. Or just put it down on your paper and then write mine, yours, and then cross off all that stuff that you don't want in big black marker. Now, it's the process of you going through that is the gem in those types of things. When you are doing that, you're really sorting through and releasing things that aren't yours. And that's a big thing, is you're allowing the words and actions of others, the words and things of others to affect you. And it's time for you, because one, you're our feelers, you're our intuitives, and you, again, being empaths, have collected a lot of other people's stuff and you've brought it on as your own. Release it. Release your own stuff too. I mean, this could be a very big time for you to just be like, all right, all done. I'm letting it all go. And that's what is being advised. That's what's going to help you bring in this forgiveness. Now, we have a messenger. This is the Page of Wands. This is advice from the universe. The universe is saying it is time to start on a brand new journey. Now, we have the 10 of Wands. That's ending. And this page has one wand. You have the wand of magic. Okay, I just got Harry Potter's wands in my mind. Okay, like cast your spells in a sense. Talk to the universe and say, this is what I want. Okay, send out those vibes so that those can come back. You're in an energy of manifesting a brand new adventure. And that is the advice that the universe is saying. Manifest a brand new adventure. Manifest a brand new journey that you're going to start on. And let go of all the other crap. Gain the clarity. Like, forgive yourself. Forgive those. It's not, I'm forgiving someone because it's for them. You're forgiving them for you. You're the one that gets to use that energy. And that's what this is. And have fun. Okay? Pages are fun. They're fresh. They're young. You could very well have a young mentor come your way. And that's the universe is saying, I'm sending, because you've asked for it, I'm sending a young, fresh person that's coming through to give you some advice, to give you some direction. Maybe you actually need to go and plan. I just got like a Sherpa. Maybe there's a hike or a guided hike that you want to go on. And it's kind of like a pilgrimage, or it's kind of like a soul journey. For some of you, that is what you need to start planning. Okay? That's because you're asking for it. And that's going to help with the healing as well. The healing when it comes to what you are really manifesting, what you're calling in. And that's that forgiveness. All right, water, that's what I have for you for this next week. Please Send me a comment. I'm curious. If you need some feel-good vibes out there, I am more than willing to send them out. Let me know. Until we meet again, like, subscribe for more intuitive wisdom, and with much appreciation and love, be well. Bye-bye.